Picks and Parlay family, it is me, Detroit Lenny, here on a Victory Monday, October 22nd, 2024. We are here, as they say in these streets, 16 parlay from Lenny. I'm on my feet. What up, doe? What up, doe, boy? Woo, let me tell you, Lions money line. Never a doubt. Man, I might have threw something out yesterday. Just arms were flailing. We will talk about Sunday's action. We will talk about the weekend in general, what we liked, what we didn't like, all that good stuff. We don't have much going on. We have no baseball right now. World Series starts Friday. We'll touch base on that. I like Dodgers game 1. I'll probably get on multiple ways of that. We got all week to talk about that. But we got college football tomorrow. We'll get into that a little bit later. Stuff that happened over college football weekend. Illinois whooping on Michigan. I had higher hopes, U of M fans. I had higher hopes. I get it. You're working on some stuff. No disrespect. No. But it is nice to always see you lose. Georgia, Texas. I was on the right side of that. Miami, same. Alabama, Tennessee. That was a good game, I thought. I thought it was a good game. Tennessee, I think, is legit. Trying to think of any Notre Dame rolls. Georgia Tech, just top 25. Looking for some upsets here. I thought Nebraska would put up a bigger fight, but I wasn't going to get in the way of Indiana. Nothing really that jumped out at me. Service Academy schools rolled. You know what I mean? It is what it is. NBA starts tomorrow. God forbid I might have a little NBA action for you. There's some free picks coming out tonight with Sniper West. He's got a free pick in that Knicks Celtics game. But we'll talk NBA tomorrow night. Excuse me, I'm not even going to bother today. I just want to talk football. NHL, there's one game on tonight, by the way. Let me just make sure, but I don't think I have anything in that game. I don't. I've been real light on hockey. It's not that it hasn't been bad. It's not been bad or good. It's been, but I've been treading a little lighter. I need a little bit. I'm a capper that needs a little bit of this year history. So, I don't know. There's some hockey snobs out there that'll tell you that you could just jump right in. I just can't do that. Can't do that. So I won't have now mid-season. I'll have 10 plays a day. But I should only have 5. But like today, I ain't got nothing. I lean probably over in the one NHL game today. I do. I lean over the 6.5, but I didn't bet it. Might look at a draw, might sprinkle on a draw. Maybe we can get some action on that. Maybe just for the hell of it. Nobody's draw yet. Let's just. Oh, I can't figure that out. I have to look at a draw. Whatever. But maybe something like that. I'm not really into anything tonight for the NFL or the NHL. Let's look at week 7 of the NFL. Let me run through some. Let me also touch base on 2 things. College football contest. We should have a winner in that. if I can pull it up. Group picks, week 8. Billy Thomas. Pick 8. He's only got pick 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 8. Are there 10 games? Is it pick 8 or 10? It's pick 8. Maybe I'm thinking my other contest. Either way, he had 8. Oh, it looks like 8 out of 10. Yeah, because he had 10. He had two wrong. He was on Texas Tech and he was on Alabama. But other than that, he got 8 out of 10 right. So Billy Thomas here. This is for you, Billy Thomas. For you alone. Everybody else, earmuffs. Don't pay attention. You're the only one, Billy Thomas. What's on a cookie? Yeah, you can have a cookie. You can get a cookie. You can get a cookie. Give him the cookie. I see some 7-3. I went 7-3. I was on Texas Tech. I was on Michigan. And what else did I get wrong? Oh man, I took Texas. That's a fuck up on my part. All over Georgia. Oh, damn it! Pay attention to these contests, Leonard. Oh, pay attention. Damn it. Whatever. I would have won. I went 3 out of 2 in the NFL contest, losing the Atlanta game. Atlanta wrong. I was wrong. We need a wrong button. We need just a and please try again. Like a you know, I don't know.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, if you're not first, you're last. So I mean, I don't know. But 3 Atlanta, I was just wrong on that pick. And then the Jets. Want to talk about the Jets fans? You traded for Devontae Adams, and then y'all forgot to play defense. I don't know why my hat's crooked. We forgot to play defense to Pittsburgh. You let Russell Wilson and his ass put 37 on you. Let me say it slower for you New York public educated fools. You let Pittsburgh put 37 on you and Russell Wilson. Jets are officially on a no-fly zone. No pun intended. No bet zone. I was on Kansas City. I was on Detroit. I was on Denver. Should have went Washington, but I'll be honest with you, 7 and a hook kind of scared my ass. The hook. So, but I shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have been scared of that Washington game. Just is what it is. Should have went Jacksonville too, but whatever. But I didn't. Let's run through the chat and then we'll go over NFL yesterday. Arms were flailing and cuss words were sailing for sure. For sure. Earmuffs were mandatory if you were under the age of, well, in this house, you just used to that. Good day, Mr. Detroit. What's up, Captain Brian? The bookie on the ropes cashing out all week, playing the theme song. I can't, man. I get in trouble. I put it on the I need to put it on a thumbnail where when I post the thumbnail to Facebook and shit, it plays. Sitting at my desk eating mustard stuff. Probably me. Hell of an NHL slate tomorrow. There is, and tomorrow I'm gonna get into some NHL. I've been capping some, I've been slowly capping some NHL. Big NHL slate tomorrow. I'll have a big card. For me so far this year, I'll probably have a big card. And I'll probably be tailing some player props because you fools come in here with all that shit, and I'm the old guy with the fishing pole and those corks. Oh, it got me faster than that. I'm not faster than that. I just jump on that hook. Anyways, got both NFL digs tonight in 6-point teasers, dogs in 6-point teasers, -120. And since I believe they both went outright, I have a money line parlay on both dogs plus 440 SPF bet. Woo wee doggy. You got me in the Cardinals one. I worry about the Ravens. I like the Bucks plus points in a teaser for sizzle. I don't know the Cardinals though. Like I don't have nothing on that game. The later NFL game, I have 0 on. Let me go back to the NFL pool. We got another 5-0 spot. We got a ringer. Not a ringer. Didn't they just was it total or something? Fuck one last week. King Adams. Oh, Cody the God. But Carl Asia 777 or Carla, I don't know. Anyways, 5-0 with Jacksonville. We'll go over contests tomorrow once they're finalized. But Jacksonville, Buffalo. I was iffy on that Buffalo game, but now we'll talk about some NFL shit you should be betting already. Buffalo whooping up on Jacksonville. They were on Philly. Good call. Kansas City and Pittsburgh. Great call in Pittsburgh. Some of you had Pittsburgh and some of you didn't. And I don't think there can be. There's no tie for 4. Nobody has anything pending with a 4. Oh, no. Take that back. Is this Cody the God looking for 2 back-to-back 5-0 weeks. Where you at? Where you at? I knew you were in the chat. Where are you at? Cody the God looking for back-to-back 5-0 weeks. Looking for he had Denver. Good call. I was on Denver as well. I had Buffalo. I couldn't get behind it. I just couldn't. I didn't trust them, but good call. Philly, another good call. I worried about the rivalry. Obviously, it wasn't really one. And then Washington. I loved Washington, and I just couldn't get. I just second guessed myself last week, but whatever. So Baltimore, he's got Baltimore -3.5, 3.5. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Bum, bum, bum. I knew you were in there. All right. So tomorrow looking. Okay. So, yep. I'll talk about that Cardinals game. I don't know what to expect from the Chargers. I don't like the Arizona Cardinals. I don't think they're good at all. So, then at home don't mean shit. I've been to Arizona. I've been to that stadium. It don't mean shit. Tomorrow, looking at the Red Wings money line and a sprinkle on the Isles. What range draw on the line be around? But listen, man, NHL. I don't know what the total is for that game. Bet the fucking over because the Red Wings can't stop a truck. They couldn't stop a beach ball. Man, they can't. We got problems at goaltending. We just got problems. We're not starting off the way I like. NHL's a long season. There'll be a few runs in there, a couple streaks. Probably finish strong. Probably still be a bubble wild card team. That's bullshit in my book. I feel like we need to start stronger. If you start stronger, you still have those streaks throughout the season that everybody's going to have, and then you continuously finish strong. Now you go into the playoffs with some goddamn motivation instead of this always pulling ourselves out of a hole. I'm not bought in on Steve. I never really fully was the Yzerman plan. I don't want to backpedal or whatever, or sit there. Like, I'll sit here and tell you hashtag, trust Yzerman, whatever. But I don't know, man. Man, I don't know. Like sooner or later, I can only trust so far, but like sooner or later, Stevie, you gotta you gotta put some shit on the ice that's gonna produce. So I don't know. I just sound like I'm just angry hockey fan right now. 7-3 in college football contest, holding steady at fourth place for the season. Hey, somebody's got to. Somebody's got to. But you know Brian Gillihan, what they say.
Gene, if you ain't first, you're last. You know?
I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't say it. They said it. 7-1 pick 8 contest because of Atlanta. I went 6-2. So I follow this. So listen, I got this guy. I'm not even gonna tell you guys. I got this guy. I, I don't even want to tell you because it just sounds horrible. It's like my cousin's a friend of a friend he works with, whatever kind of a deal. Dude's like, apparently he's been fired, right? And he's just like money line picks, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he's like college football, he's going like 19-21, when NFL he's going like 11-15 or 12 or some shit like that, right? I'm like, bullshit. So he sends me his picks. So we went 9-11 or 9-2. So 9 out of 11, I should say. We were wrong on the Houston game. Houston plus 144 and the Jets. Other than that, I don't want to say he just took favorites because he did take a lot. But the Seahawks were plus 142. See, he did some juicy stuff, but I don't know. Stay tuned for some shit from that guy. I don't know. Cardinals. Stop it. Be 5-0 again. I know. I feel like Cardinals winning in this game. Bro, I got nothing on that game. I don't trust. Like, this is. I might not watch this game. I just don't see it being a good game. I really don't. I think if the Chargers put any kind of defense, any kind of pressure on Arizona, you're going to see what Green Bay did, 34-13. Okay? San Francisco could not get pressure on them. And they lost that game against Arizona. Washington gets pressure, Arizona scores 14 at home. At home. Detroit gets pressure, they score 13 at home. The Rams they won that game. Arizona did 41-10. That was, a month ago. I just don't. Oops. My kids are going on this trip for RLTC. They're gone for a week. My two my high schoolers, they're gone for a week with RLTC. They're going to like some San Diego Navy base and stuff. So they're like on their way out from school on the bus and stuff. And it's like my wife's losing her mind because her babies will be not home tonight. I don't know. I don't trust anybody. Yeah, so let's just move right ahead. I don't care. I've already bet Minnesota -3. Okay, in LA for Thursday. I've already bet that. I got nothing in that Cardinals game either. Cardinals game. Look at the strength of schedule. I understand. I ain't mad at it. I just don't trust the little guy, the little fella in Arizona, Kyler Murray. If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. Opposing quarterbacks, Cards face, Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Jordan Love. I get it. Hey, you ain't gotta tell me much. I love the teaser. I don't know if the Cardinals went outright. I don't trust them. But stuff I do like I'm telling you right now, things I like for the NFL already. Okay. I already no, I'm already on the Jets -7. Okay. Buying that now, I think that's the best number you get on that against New England next week in New England. The Jets will figure some shit out. I know I said it at the beginning of the show, but it's New England's bad. So I'm gonna go that route. Um, I'm already on Tampa Bay. I'm on Tampa Bay -2.5. I think after they lose this close game tonight against the Ravens, they're in a bounce back spot against Arizona. I think that number goes up maybe a little. If they win tonight against Baltimore, I think that number for sure goes up, and that's the best number I get against Atlanta. I'm a little bit more worried if they win, coming off a big win against the Ravens, that I'll be in a bad spot in that game. But if they lose, like I think they will tonight, and I could get behind them with the points. I can't get behind them on the money line yet. But if they lose tonight, then I really think I'm in a great spot next week, -2.5. So it's a gamble. But it is what it is. I'm already gone. I don't know why I say that. Listen, you messed, ladies and gentlemen, you messed up. I'm gonna tell you right now, 99% of you do not or have not got on this number yet. And it was a wrong number. And they didn't void it for me. Because it's just wrong. They is too early. I bet the Lions, Tennessee, before they played Minnesota, -7.5. Now it's 11.5. This is why you bet ahead of time. This is an example of the line working out extremely favorable for me. But it doesn't always work like that. Okay, but this is an example of why I do it. I'm on the Lions -7.5 at home against Tennessee. The number is now 11.5. You can get it at 10.5. You can find 11s, but most people have it at 11.5. Fanatics at 12.5. I take it up to 13.5. I won't go over 2 touchdowns, but I'll take it all the way up. You're going to say it's because I'm a homer. I'm going to tell you it's because Tennessee's bad. And the only saving grace they've had the last 2 years when they were still bad was Derrick Henry. And he's not there anymore. And I think this Lions offense is gotten right a couple weeks ago. And you saw it last 3 weeks. I think you might want to look at a team total, whatever it is, Lions team total, up and over. I don't care. The total's at 45.5. I don't know if Tennessee scores a whole lot. But if you don't think the Lions score 30 points here, take my fandom out of it. Take my homer shit out of it. The Lions score 30 points here. I mean, I don't see why they score 40. I just don't know how much they're going to give a shit. It's a letdown spot for the Lions, and it's a lot of points. But I think, honestly, you know what you really want to do? If you want to get really greedy and really degenerate, you bet Tennessee first quarter. Because the Lions notoriously start slow. Look at what they did against the Vikings team. They were knocked. They came out on the field all like, yeah, we're gonna fight. It's NFC North. Yeah, our guy against your guy, we'll kick your ass, blah, blah, blah. And then while they were talking, they got punched in the mouth. And then when they get to get back up, they got punched again. And then Minnesota started talking shit like, yeah, we gonna win. And then you let us get up. And then we got up. And then we bit a kneecap on the way. And then we never stopped biting. So, anyways, I'm on the Lions. I'm on Green Bay already. I just took a money line. I got Green Bay when the money line was -110, 115, -115. somewhere's around there. Now they're -4.5. Again, early lines. Early. If you're watching football on Sunday and you're not betting next week's lines, you're already behind. Today, you're behind. That is another 4-point swing. I don't give a shit. Green Bay coming up, whatever. Jacksonville ain't got their shit together. Now you want to bet Green Bay? You're at -200. I'm at -110. Which one do you want? We really probably should do a Sunday show. See, but here's the thing. I'm betting NFL. Holy shit. What the hell? I look like one of those what are those the erasers, that you remember with the hair and whatever. Anyways, I'm betting NFL on Saturday night or the following week. That's when I'm placing the majority of my bets. Maybe Sunday morning for the following week or whatever. So it's hard to do a live show and handicap ahead of time for you guys when I'm I'm half in the bag watching Lions games. So, take it for what it's worth. Nothing on this Houston-Indianapolis game. I want to pull the trigger on Houston, but this particular matchup is always a dogfight. Makes me want to pull the trigger with Indy in a teaser. 6-point teaser. They're getting 6. Now you can get them over 10 with up to 12. There's some key numbers, you know what I mean? But don't trust it. I didn't pull the trigger on it yet. Baltimore, Cleveland, always a dogfight. I don't want nothing to do with it right now. Obviously, Deshaun Watson's gone. I don't think he plays again. I don't think he's done for the year with the Achilles. He's got to be done for the year. So I don't think he comes back from that. And I don't think if he does, he don't come back to Cleveland. And by the way, God bless it, man, the state of Ohio. What the are you up to, man? Cleveland Brown fans. Man, I already don't like it because you're Ohio State fans. I already am not a fan of the state of Ohio. It's the armpit of the United States, in my opinion. Nothing good comes out of Ohio except for an amusement park called Cedar Point, and it's small as shit compared to all these other ones. But look it up. Midwesterners know what I'm talking about. Other than Cedar Point, Ohio, stop. Go away. Just move to Canada or somewhere. Go somewhere else because you're embarrassing the rest of us. For real. You're booing your quarterback that might have just ended his career. I don't give a shit how you feel about him morally. He just lost every opportunity he has to provide for his family. And somebody's mama was watching that. And somebody's kid was watching that. And that's not how you act. You should be ashamed of yourself. And if you are a Browns fan and you didn't do that and you do know somebody that was at that game, you should punch them in the damn mouth because that was stupid. That's my hot take on that, if you will. Ohio people, shame on you. I hope you don't win another game, but you might. Because you might be better off without Deshaun Watson. But you can't boo an injury. That's ignorant. That's ignorant shit. Man, you can't. I'd love to see a Browns fan make a case for being okay with that. For Christ's sake, they cheered Mike Vick. And he ran a dog fighting ring. Deshaun Watson just wanted a little touching, ZZ Top made a song about it. I'm just looking for some touch, okay? I'm just looking for, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna go down that road because somebody will get mad. But some of you also too a little sensitive. So if it's maybe that time for you of the month or whatever, just change your dial. Anyways, Baltimore Browns not touching it too many points. Might look at the Browns in the teaser upwards again over 2 touchdowns. But I really think I just get behind Derrick Henry props. But I don't have those yet. So we'll see. Buffalo, Seattle. Man, every time I bet against Seattle, they fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me, man. They just do. So I don't have nothing on that game yet. New Orleans and the Chargers waiting for tonight's game, but didn't bet anything yet on that. I'm talking about next week. By the way, if you're just joining us, we're talking about week 8 in the NFL. We're just kind of first glancing at them, what I already have wagered against or with, or however you want to say that shit. You guys know what I'm talking about. Where do we leave off? Chargers, Carolina and Denver. It's a Denver spot for me. I'm on Denver minus 135. Friday. I bet that yesterday. I'm gonna ride that minus 7.5. Now, this was a bullshit line at Caesars. I'm telling you right now, I know I got this bullshit line. But if you do not shop your lines, they will post stuff. And if you bet it now, split decision, you know what you like, where you want it. You know an idea where the number is. And when you know the number is this 4 points off, if you're handicapping NFL, and if you don't have a number in mind of where it should be, and you're not within, honest to God, if you want to make money at this, you should be within a couple points. But even if this is just a hobby and you're throwing pizza money around, if you're not within 3, do not trust your gut. Okay? Because you don't know, you got to do more work. Okay? I know that this number was wrong. So I didn't want to wait for a number. I just took the money line and moved on. Smacked the shit out of it and moved on. Now, that number's over 7.5. I'll be honest with you. Denver at home, I like that some bitch up to 10. I think they win by double digits. You gotta be able to move on some numbers. You know what I mean? So I don't expect anybody to get that kind of number. But Denver in a teaser for me is gonna work out down to close under all those key numbers, under the touchdown, under 3, whatever, 4, whatever, all of it. I want Denver basically down to a money line because they win that game. Carolina's bad. And with the first overall pick in the NFL 2025 draft, the Carolina Panthers select. I'm not telling. Mainly because I have no fucking idea. I mean, not right now. Kansas City and the Raiders. Why? 9.5, 10. The Raiders or the Chiefs don't blow anybody out. They just don't. Still though, I mean, they're 6-0. I mean, they don't need to. Winning's winning. I mean, they did just beat San Francisco by 10, but I don't feel like they, prior to that, I should say this, beat New Orleans 26-13. So they beat by 13 the last 2 game, and last game by 10. So by this number by two weeks in a row is what I'm trying to say. But this is a game where the Raiders randomly show up. This is a spot for them to just randomly show up after 3 weeks in a row. Now, here's the thing. I don't know yet, so I haven't pulled the trigger because I hear a lot of things from the Detroit world, and it's probably a lot of hope more than it is realistic or actual. I'm not privy to information. I don't know nobody in Max Crosby's freaking camp. I don't care if he lives 20 minutes from me. I don't know nobody over there. Nobody in Brad Holmes or Dan Campbell's world is calling Detroit Lenny. So there's no breaking news here, okay? I might know a guy that knows a guy that I went to school with, that his cousins with Max Crosby's brother. I don't even know if he's got a brother, but whatever. His neighbor's aunt that babysat him in the 3rd grade thinks that they know some shit. Okay, that's the extent of my sources. But uh I don't know if Max Crosby is there. I mean, he don't. And the more he talks, the less he sounds committed. He just is committed to winning. Well, you can win in any 32 franchises. Okay. He committed to Raider Nation. He's committed to winning. I don't know why I keep doing this, but whatever. So I don't know if he's gonna be there, and he's a difference maker, obviously, right? Um, and I don't know what the Raiders, because now you're talking the Raiders quarterback's out, I think 4 6 weeks, something with thumb or something. But he's out. So you're back to Gardner Minshew. I don't, Hendon Hooker is available right now. I know we need a backup quarterback, but I feel like there's some wily veterans out there that I could definitely plug in at QB2. Then Hendon Hooker's ready to play now. Oakland. Oh, no, I say Oakland. Las Vegas Raiders. Uh, Tom Brady, I know you're probably watching. You want to just win, baby? Bring the hooker to Vegas. I mean, I got the hooker jersey. I do. I friends of mine bought me one right away when they drafted him. I love the kid. I do. But whatever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whatever. But Raiders 2-5. This is just a spot for me and some Raiders shit. But again, didn't bet it. Want to see how the trade deadline. Maybe I'm just optimistic, but want to see how some stuff pans out. I'm on Washington. I don't understand. I think the wrong team is favored here. Why didn't this pull up here? I don't care that the Bears are 4-2. They are false. Fraud alert. Hold on. I gotta get a thing for fraud alert. Woo, woo, woo. Fraud alert. For real. Because I don't even have anything. I don't even maybe.
That's what she said?
Yeah, that's fraud. I don't know. I got nothing for them. The Bears, hey, I don't care. You beat Jacksonville. They're a bad team. They're not clicking, right? You beat Carolina. You beat the Rams, a beat up Rams team. Thumbs up if you haven't already hit the like button. You lost to Indy. You lost to Houston. I don't think Chicago's great at all. I think Washington's a damn good team. 5-2 with their losses coming from Baltimore, a divisional game, right? Or not a divisional game. I'm sorry, they lost to Baltimore though in a close game, and then they lost to I think a good Tampa Bay team in Tampa opening day or whatever opening week or week 1, whatever. I think Tampa's a good damn team. So I like that win against them. So that being said, I'm on Washington at home with all the. I don't give a shit. I see threes out there. Give it to me. Give me all the points. I'll put them all in my back pocket. And some bitch should be swole. I'll look like J-Lo in the 90s. Boy, that pocket, all the points back there. Ta-da! But yeah, I'm on Washington money line. So, and I got that. You get that minus 130 or plus 130. But I'd like Washington win damn all right. That's going to be one of my favorite plays is Washington. Which scares the shit out of me. Cowboys, Niners. Well, first of all, Niners fans, you all right after last night? Or yesterday? You just cannot beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So if you go to the Super Bowl by some chance of God in the next few years, I hope you don't play the Kansas City Chiefs because you just cannot. They just have your number. And that is what it is. 49ers, though, that's a tough loss against Kansas. A good Kansas City team, though. Whatever. You know what I mean? But you banged up. Kansas City, you banged up. And the Cowboys, after a bye week, after an embarrassment, you got to be better, right? Right? And you're on the road. You play better on the road. So, I mean, do we trust? Yeah, this is a spot where Dallas gets right with some shit. But I don't like them to win this game. I maybe look at them in a teaser with some points, but I don't know. And then the Monday night, that's the Sunday night matchup. The Monday night matchup, Giants, Steelers. I don't know if I want to get on that yet. But yeah, I mean, let's get to the chat. I got Vikings -3 Thursday before it goes up. Yeah. Yep. I'm 100% on that. I think they come out after a hard-fought battle in Detroit or in Minnesota against Detroit. This is a good team. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the wild card round. I expect to play. I think we might play the Vikings 3 times this year. I know we play one more last game of the year, and I think that's going to be a factor to maybe they get in the playoffs. And I think they could be one of those teams. Maybe they get in, they make some noise. They're a sound team. Man, our offense is humming right now. So we just beat a very good competitive team in our division. And I'll tell you what, without our best player on defense, without maybe the best defensive player in the league, Aiden Hutchinson, and we got zero pressure on that dude. So I don't want to hear no more shit about our secondary, our linebackers, nothing, because we got zero pressure. I think we got 1 sack, maybe 2, but there wasn't a lot of pressure at all. Lions, Vikings, Pack. Wow, what? Right. Overall, I think this upcoming week. NFL's card is nasty. I see a few teaser spots. That's about it. I see a few spots I like, but this could be an upset week. Last 2 weeks now, this week and last week, chalk. Public, they ate. I'm kidding. Would you say put some damn? Yeah, man, y'all stink. Truer words never spoken, right? Dolphins need to fire Mike McDaniel. He's horrible. You can't blame his injury on the gameplay. You have Tyreek Hill on your team, and you can only get on the ball in 2 hands. Agreed. And now, by the way, the Dolphins organization, like the NFL, man, this is a public nightmare. Everybody that watched Tua play ever doesn't I don't know, man. There's a public outcry. I need to see that dude's brain scans. I don't know what I'm looking at, but we need a second opinion as society because he's questionable to play Sunday. He can practice Wednesday, which makes him eligible to play Sunday. It's eligible, probably won't, probably doubtful, but still, dude, his body video game glitched in real life on the field. Not once, multiple times over a multiple span of like seasons. When do we say, hey, dog, maybe you should sit this one out? Hey, man, you could be really helpful in this area of the game from a sideline standpoint, in the booth, coordinator wise. You could be still around the game of football. I know you ain't playing, but I feel like somebody needs to talk to homie because Mike McDaniels is just hitting his weed pen and he thinks everything's gravy, baby. And it's not. It's bad. Yeah, Miami bad. I know how, like so when Mac McDaniels gets fired, when? But see, Tua being hurt actually helps him because he's just gonna use that as well, my starting quarterback got hurt. Oh, I don't know what to do. Man, do better. The Redskins have Mario starting. Yeah. I think their hands. I mean, the Bears are bad. The Lions, I don't want to say exposed Minnesota. I think they just stand. I think the Minnesota and the Lions just stood in the ring, heavyweight fight, just stood in the ring, and the last one standing won. And it was just a knockdown, as my hockey people would say, a Donnybrook. And there's just a knockdown, drag out. You got your shoes, coat, and hat taken. Bam. And that was it. Chicago is not going to be like that when the Lions expose them. And I think Washington's going to do it first. They're going to beat the shit out of them. I think Marcus Mariota, I don't give a shit if Brian Gillihan was captain and quarterback of the Washington Commanders, they beat the Chicago Bears. I called it. I'm calling my shot. Cowboys off a bye. If they don't show up, he's definitely fired. Like, and here's the problem. He is a problem, but he ain't the problem. But he wasn't a great hire. He's not a good coach. He's a yes man. He proved it in Green Bay. I thought, and then I think that's why he got hired in Dallas is because he is a yes man, and we think we know maybe arguably the most controlling owner in the NFL with Jerry Jones. So he was a perfect fit when you look at it from that standpoint, but from a fan standpoint, if you want to win games, you don't look at it that way for any means, right? So I just think that man, if they lose, how they lose, man, it'd be bad. And you paid the wrong people. I don't know why you let Tony Pollard go. That just showed you it's all about friendships and not who produces. Zeke Elliott, he did shit since he came out with his half shirt eating cereal. He ain't done shit since. He had like a couple good years, and that was it. He ain't shit. And old Prescott is overpaid. He's one injury away from just being literally a tax write-off. Because y'all, Cowboy, you're gonna be in bad problems. The yes man, yep. Which is why Jerry Jones keep him. That's the real problem. That's 100% the real problem. And I used to say this with the Lions. We're never gonna win a damn thing as long as William Clay Ford owns the Lions, right? And he died. Rest in peace. He passed away. And his son took over. He wasn't good either. But in all fairness, I don't think he knew what he was doing. He didn't know. And he just thought he could. I could run a football. Shit, I think I could run a football team, right? And then Sheila has it now. Sheila said she wants it. She always wanted it. She took it a couple years ago. And then she knew right away. You know what the best thing about Sheila Ford Hamp is? She don't know. She knows. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. So the first thing she did was she went to the NFL and asked them to help bring in an outside firm to hire a general manager and the people surrounding her to then hire the right people to then become a winning franchise. That was like 5-6 years ago. They hired Brad Holmes, and at first it starts before that. You bring in guys like older guys, Robert Porcher, Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson. You bring in guys that you did not have a good relationship with. Now you do. You bring them back to the organization. Chris Spielman is the head of football operations. Rod Allen. They hire Brad Holmes, general manager, who has the new vision, who then hires Dan Campbell, and there's a trickle-down effect, right? It starts where? With the fucking ownership. And if the owner doesn't recognize there's a problem, there always will be a problem. Raiders, Cowboys, the Commanders for a long time, right? You could say that's about the Lions, even though it didn't change name. The Ford owns them, but who is running shit is a thing. So, Jerry Jones never going to sell. He'll die with that team. And I hate to say that. What's his name in the Raiders that just sold minority interest to Tom Brady? He'll never sell either. That's a family-owned team. The Hunts out of Kansas City never ever will sell, but it's a family-owned team. But Bears, sorry, but yeah, Dallas. I think you're going to fall into that. I really do. I think your last winning days were when Jerry wasn't in charge. And then Jerry was going to fix everything. That was 30 years ago. So, that being said, let's look at tonight. Have we decided? We like the teaser. We like both dogs in the teaser, right? Captain Brian said that earlier in the chat. We like that. I can get behind that Cardinals-Chargers game. I just think it's an ugly game. I don't know. I don't know. Ravens and the Bucks. I like the Bucks. But I only like the Bucks at a teaser. I can't get behind the dogs on a money line. And I really don't have any kind of. I'll probably get behind. I mean, let's just be honest here. Let's go back. See, Baker's a baller, man. In this Charger game, I mean, I'd look at. I see. I'm just scrambling for plays now on that. It's a light day. Take it easy, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Busier day tomorrow. Big NHL card. We'll go over that. We got lots of stuff to go over. We'll talk about who won the the NFL contest. Good luck to Cody for back-to-back 5-0, man. Y'all better get on that train. Handicap your handicappers. Good luck unless you're against us. I'll see you guys on the next one.